Hey, I'm coming at you live from my iPad, but I wanted to give some context. I'll include some like text as to what's going on, but for the most part, I was not talking in public because I was scared. I was scared. This might be the cutest I look in a BTS explanation clip for a minute, so take it in. Bye now. On a scale from 1 to 10, how terrifying do I look right now? Okay, pretty terrifying. So pretty much when we got to the airport that we were originally supposed to fly out of, the lady was like, let me see your passport. And then she like went behind to talk to her coworkers, and they were like chatting and like looking at us, and I was like, what the heck, are we about to get arrested? Like, do I have a warrant out for my arrest? No, we didn't.
Our flight was oversold.
Even though I bought my tickets like 6 months ago. How is that allowed? Didn't cause a scene though. She was like, if you want to take the offer, we can get you an Uber to LAX and you will have a direct flight from LAX to Tokyo. And I said, originally I was supposed to have a layover in Seattle, and I was like, this is gonna be brutal. The flight we were being offered also landed earlier than our original flight would have landed, so that was nice. So I'm like, fine, we'll take the deal. She gave us like meal vouchers. At this point, we did not know we were upgraded until we get to LAX, check in our bags, and I'm like, these seats, they're better. They're right behind first class. All I asked her when she rebooked the tickets is I was like, just make sure we're together. Like, I just want to make sure we're together. This queen put us behind first class. I've only ever flown economy. That was the best experience of my entire life. They lay out a cloth on your little tray table before you eat. The meals were so much better. Oh my god, the seats, so much better, so much room. And I slept like almost the entire flight. I used an airplane bathroom for the first time because I have a fear of airplane bathrooms for some reason, but I really had to pee, so I was forced. It was scary. It was as scary as people make it out to be. And as soon as I got off that flight, I was like, this flight back home is going to suck. It's going to suck. And indeed it did. If I had the money, I would upgrade to whatever class I was in, because oh my god, that was amazing. I'm in Japan. I'm gonna learn to like matcha. Okay, guys? So we're gonna make a matcha. Oh my god, I don't know how to do this. Can you see more?
That should be good.
Okay, guys, first sip. Here we go. It's really hot. It tastes just like I thought it would taste. Not bad, but not good. It just, I feel like it's user error. I feel like it tastes watered down. You want to try it? It tastes like dirty water a little bit. Like it needs more mantra. Like I feel like it should be stronger. Right? It's like a whisper.
Like a pumpkin.
I will rate this palette cleanser. See the ding right after? That was perfect. I want this one. I think I got the guy with the crutches. This is my blind boxes so far. Got this one. Got this one. Pilates Smitsky. And I did not get my baby card. Any of them. She's on a box.
What's the fourth?
They're all, there's like 3 of them on a box.
Actually, Mia, I think every single one's in a box.
Well, damn. Maybe it's this one. It's like really pointy. Stars Beyond the Castle. Yup. She has a little kitty on her head.
Oh, I thought it was a crown.
Wait, she's supposed to be holding something. There's something in here? Or did it break? She's holding, it broke. It's a single leaf. Don't worry, I have nail glue. First matcha. Let's try this one. It's whipped cream. That's good. That'll give me a tummy ache. It tastes like a patch of grass next to a cow field. I give it a 5 or a 6.
How many do you think you're gonna get tonight?
7! I think I can maybe do 3.5, maybe 4.
I think 6.
Meat sweats is just by sitting by the meat and getting sweaty.
How many did you do?
Girl, I don't know.
What about you? 6.
So, I got the legendary cocktail. Okay. This is Poca Sapporo. Let's see, what does it taste like? I'm probably gonna watch this and not remember it. That tastes like lemon emergency. Now we have the
That's just,
Fibre.
oh, is that one? I've never tried it.
Fibre Mini. Guys, do you want me to Fibre Mini, Fiber Mini. Now we mix,
Here, try
okay?
this one as well.
What is
This
that?
one helps you.
That one helps you. That looks alcoholic.
It is alcohol.
And I got a peach jelly because I don't like grape. Let's squeeze it for some pizzazz, you know? Well, I'll let you guys know if it works. Let's just say it worked, okay? Okay? This is the day we went to Harajuku to go shopping. Very hot day. I decided to wear my hair down and it was humid AF. Harajuku was very overwhelming to me. When I think about like when I was overwhelmed on the trip, I definitely think about Harajuku because it was just very crowded. We went to this place called Wiggle Wiggle. If serotonin was a store, it's that one. I could have spent so much more time in there. And money. I don't think I bought a keychain is all I bought, but it was bright and colorful. There was photo ops. It kind of reminded me of like the brand Bando here. Like very colorful dopamine decor vibes. Loved it. And then we went to the Hello Kitty store. Overpriced AF! That was the only Sanrio store we went to the whole time we were there. And I'm kind of upset about it because there was one Sanrio store we were trying to go to that we didn't get to go to that has a stamp maker. I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok. They have a stamp maker and I really wanted to make a stamp. But I guess I'll just have to do that next time. I really wanted some like kawaii photo booth strips. So we went and took our kawaii photos and made our chins as small as possible. But that was really fun. I wish it wasn't timed. Like when you're editing the photos, it is timed. Girl, I could have sat there for 4 hours editing those pictures. Shinjuku. Also wish we would have spent more time in Shinjuku. And we went to an arcade there. I'm looking at photos. Yeah, at this point of the day, I was also like low-key a little bit hungover from the day before. So we went to Gion Alley and that was an experience. We went to this like, I think it was like 4 stories tall, but all the bars, there's like hundreds and hundreds of bars and they're all like actually this big. We went to one that was upstairs and like we literally had to like crouch to get up the stairs and then the chairs were like this big. We had a drink there, very nice. We go to another bar that's like all dark, old-timey, and they're like there's no seats down here but there's seats upstairs. So it's like the bar and then there's like a row of chairs and then there's like this much space between the wall and the chairs that we had to squeeze through to get to the stairs. And the stairs, I was like holding on to the walls a little bit because I was like there was no railing. Like you're falling into the bar. Honestly felt like we were in like a treehouse because like I was looking at the walls and it was just like patches of like plywood. And I was like, okay, but it was a vibe. It was a vibe and the drinks were really good. But I think there was more floors above us because like I felt so bad for the server girl. She had to keep like going up those stairs that I almost fell down holding drinks. It was crazy and like every time anybody would walk like it would shake, but it was an experience. It was definitely an experience. I got home today for this day. And then that night we were still in the same area, and we went to this like fancier bar where it didn't have a menu, but they asked like what your favorite fruit, or like to choose from a fruit, and like what your favorite like liquor base was. Got a kiwi drink, and it was very good, but it did make my mouth very itchy because I think parts of the skin were in there, but very, very tasty. Hey guys, today we're just chilling. We've been going nonstop for like 3 or 4 days. 3? It's Thursday. We've been going since like Monday. My body gave out on me last night because like low-key been drinking every day and like not having that much water. We're gonna go to the store in a bit to go get umbrellas because it's supposed to rain, and then we're gonna get laundry detergent and stuff so we can do some laundry. I still don't feel real. OMG omakase. My sister does not like sushi, so I excluded her from this experience. This was like the one thing of the trip that I was like, okay, I'm gonna ball out. Went to this little place. I think there was maybe 5 of us in there. It was delicious. I wanted to do it because like here in the US, first, it's really expensive to get omakase per person. It's very expensive. Number 2, you can't get a roll here for like under $12. So I'm never trying new things because I'm like, well, if I don't like it, I just spent $12 on that roll. Like I have to eat the whole roll. It was very nice. I really like tuna. I really like salmon. Yeah, all the other like white fishes they gave me, I thought they tasted the same. But I did try urchin. Did not like urchin. I tried sea slug. Did not like the texture of that. Definitely tasted like the floor of the ocean. But it was a great experience. I loved it. Me and my cousin got 2 glasses of wine and it was lit. And then we went home and got ice cream because I was like, they gave us like a sweet treat at the end of the meal, but that was like not a sweet treat. So we were like, okay, what are we getting? But that was really fun. I would definitely do that again. Reasonably priced. But I did ball out a little bit, so. This is when we visited the Pudding Man. The Pudding Man I was not aware of until my cousin brought it to my attention, but there's this old man that makes these like puddings, and he's got like a little like flick of the wrist when he takes the pudding out of like the mold. So it's like, okay, let's go. So we went at like 9 in the morning, waited in line, probably waited like 45 minutes in line. Each hour is like a sitting. Maybe we didn't get there at 9, maybe we got there at like 10. By the time we got out, it was like noon and they had sold out of pudding. So we were the last group. We had toast, we had coffee, and pudding. The pudding was pretty good. Very, very nice man. No photography until he did his pudding thing, and then we were allowed to take pictures of him. But yeah, a lot of people were like, oh my god, you saw the Pudding Man, and I low-key feel like a fraud because like I didn't know who the Pudding Man was before this, but I have a newfound appreciation for my man. Oh, the night we went to omakase, we went to go get shaved ice. I remember I said I wanted a sweet treat. We went to go get shaved ice. It was a bar and a shaved ice place at the same time. It was very confusing. The bartender was Australian and he had just moved to Japan and was like, what are you guys doing here? Blah, 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 blah. Like we were just talking. He was like, oh, what are you guys planning on doing tomorrow? And I was like, oh, we're going thrifting. He low-key derailed our plans in a good way, in the best way though, because he recommended us to this neighborhood. That is when I found gold. The only expectation actually that I had of this trip was it's gonna change the thrifting game for me. Like I'm gonna come back to California and be like, I can never thrift here ever again. And it was definitely not that. A lot of the thrifting, I found it was hard to find women's clothes. Most of the stores were first geared towards men and only sold vintage shirts. The vintage shirts were still like $40 to $50, which is like how much you would pay for them here. And I was like not having it because I was like so many vintage shirts. And I was like, is this all you guys wear? Because I wasn't seeing them out on the streets. So I was just very like, this is not what I wanted. But this guy recommended us this neighborhood, and so we go here, and I had looked that night on TikTok to like find some hidden gems that were not like, because I feel like a lot of the places we were going were overpriced because they knew the market that was going in. I did find like their version of Buffalo Exchange. That is where I started finding heat. That is where I started finding very good things. We went there after the Pudding Man. I felt like I found a lot of good things and a lot of good prices, like heavy knit sweaters, $4. That would never happen here. It would never happen here unless it had a giant hole in the back of it. This day, we also, this is why I didn't take a lot of videos this day. After we went thrifting, we went to a head spa. And we booked a 90-minute head spa, and they like went in with the microscope on my scalp. I have never had a spa experience in my life because I'm like, I don't like massages and I'm too sensitive for facials, so this was like perfect for me. I keep telling people like I was not asleep, but I was not awake. I was in some like different state of consciousness. 90 minutes of her just like scratching my head, and it smelled so good. And then she blow dried my hair. Blow dry lasted a total of maybe 15 minutes because once I walked outside, it was like, oh, I'm sweaty. But my hair smelled good for like 3 days. It was amazing. It was beautiful. 10 out of 10 would do again. I think that was like in total for 90 minutes. It was like $90, $80, which is like not bad. For here, that would be like almost $200. So then we went to a record bar. This guy made his own kombucha, and he had like this kombucha wine. I love kombucha. That did not taste anything like kombucha. It tasted like floral. And then I'll insert a picture of his SCOBY. Biggest I've ever seen. He was like playing music videos like on a projector, and I was like, this is my dream. This is my dream. And I'm convinced I could do that in my room. So if anybody wants to join, I'm open. And that was our last full day in Tokyo. The next day we had a slow morning. We got breakfast, I think at 7-Eleven, and we said our goodbyes to my cousin. It was really nice to spend the week with him as adult children, because like we never really get that. Because when he was in the States, he was not living in our state, so it's nice to see him. It had been like probably 2 years. And then my sister and I had to we shipped our big checked-in suitcase to the next hotel the day before. We had to lug our backpacks and our carry-on onto the train, then onto the bullet train. Was hard. I would say that was hard, but navigating Tokyo Station was harder. There was no direction on the app, and there was no direction on the signs. The app kept telling me just go to the gate and scan your ticket. And then we went to the normal Suica gate and her tickets weren't scanning. And there was another American family with us. I was like, what do we do? They ended up asking some attendant, and he like led us in the right direction, but then we were still lost. Eventually, we see the bright blue Shinkansen gates. Did not know that that's what they were gonna look like. And the ticket, thank God, worked. We had to find our train, and we had to find the cart that we were in. Bam! We did, and we were off. I was so sweaty. I was like hyped on adrenaline, and we were on our way to Kyoto, and I was so excited. But I was also very nervous because this whole time we had like somebody who had been living in Japan for a minute telling us like, oh, you can't do that. No, just kind of telling us like how things work there, general things that like, I will see you when we're in Kyoto.